Coach, both you and the other coach brought up your play on Clark. Obviously, Rachel's going to be Rachel. She's going to do her thing. Yeah. Is that kind of how you looked at just, let's hold Rachel the best we can, but really let's focus on Clark?
Well, we changed our matchup. We put, we played them 8 days ago, and we put Danae on her, and basically tried to have one person guard Clark for the majority of the game. And we just, I felt like we had to switch that up and put our smaller guards on her and make and 3 minutes at a time, and then make her work. Because I felt like in the half court, what we wanted to do is we wanted to cheat to Hackbarth off of either Reed or Heap. And Danae, as a senior, is just, quite frankly, smarter in terms of knowing where she needs to be and given the appropriate help off of one of those two. And so, and being their fourth game, obviously, we felt like pressuring the point guard was huge for us. I mean, they had a 2 of 4 and a 2-point game, or 2 twos and a 2 and a 4 and a 2, or 2 and a 4 and a 4. So I mean, they had to play all, not 40 minutes, but they had to play all the way to the end of all 3 of their games. And so I didn't necessarily think we would wear them down, to the point where it would be a huge factor. But I felt like it would be enough of a factor, given the fatigue and their their limited bench. I mean, they don't play their bench a lot, and I thought it worked. I mean, I thought, you're going to talk about Mackenzie's offense, but I thought her defense, and Jasmine Corbin's defense, and Jordan Garrison's, and those kids who guarded the point guard up the floor, kept their hands back, and made it tough for them to get in the offense. I thought that was huge. And our philosophy too is if they don't get into offense until 16 or 18 on the clock, that's less time to throw the ball to Hackbarth as opposed to 22 or 23. So that was huge. I thought was we they can only maybe be a 1 or 2 option team if they struggle to get the ball off the floor. So that was the change we made, was we took Danae off of their point guard, put her on a player that we intended to cheat off of in the half court, and really just tried to rotate our smaller, quicker guards onto their point guard, be it Gernfeld or Clark, mostly, obviously.
You've been close a lot recently.
Yep.
Just talk about knowing what that disappointment feels like compared to this.
There is no comparison. It's, I try not to, and I actually had an assistant coach tell me before the game, don't bring up Danae, our senior, who had been in 2 of these, said don't bring up the past. And I wasn't going to, but I thought it was interesting that she told one of the coaches to tell me that, because that is in the past, and we have a young team, and really, Danae had been in 2 of them, and Allie and Jasmine had been in 1, but it's much different. But at the same time, there's some luck and good fortune involved. I mean, we lost those 3 games by a total of 4 points. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like we couldn't have won. And as a coach, you're worried about results, but you're worried about the process and just putting yourself in a position that you can't always control the result. I mean, today it looked like it was, 15 points looks like a more lopsided win than you saw the game. It was definitely closer than that. But one of the things I think that helped our team is we are young, and I think I talked about this today. I don't think we feel quite as much pressure because the bulk of our team maybe naively thinks that they'll be here again, and sometimes when you relax a little bit, you play better. And I think that was definitely a key with this team, is that we were probably a little more relaxed than the junior, senior dominated teams that we had in those past finals.